This week, a service academy is trying to bolster its secondary with a nice offer to a tackling specialist from the eastern part of Ohio. The top-rated player in the state of Michigan's class of 2022 just revealed his top 5 schools. And a recent Michigan high school transfer to Hoosierland has chosen his college hoops destination close to his new home. State Champs Scout Show, ready to go. Welcome back to another edition of State Champs Scout Show, the recruiting show covering the state of Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. This program is powered by Lawrence Technological University in Southfield, Michigan. We're going to let you know how you can recruit yourself coming up. As the year winds down, it only means more student athletes are committing to where they will compete in college, and we have news on those fronts in all 3 states. Former Michigan State and professional quarterback Ryan Van Dyke is back with the conclusion of his top 5 habits of highly recruited athletes. Let's start this week in Michigan. Birmingham Groves athlete Jaden Mangum hasn't been raking in a ton of offers this fall, but the ones he's gotten, pushing him towards 30 total, have been big ones. 2 days after the MHSAA reversed its decision to push football to the spring, reinstating it for this fall, Mangum got an offer from the Florida Gators. 10 days after the Falcons' season ended with a forfeit loss in the playoffs, Mangum got an offer from the University of Miami Hurricanes, followed a day later by one from Alabama. The Crimson Tide, who grabbed a rare stud for Michigan in the 2021 class in Belleville's Damon Payne, currently have 5 offers out to players from the state in the 2022 class. Traverse City Central's Joshua Burnham, Essexville Garber's Alex Van Sumeren, Grosse Pointe South's Will Johnson, Belleville's Miles Rouser, along with Mangum. The 6'4", 185-pound Mangum plays both ways for the Falcons and is ranked among the top 15 players in the state in the class of 2022. The top-rated player in Michigan's 2022 class is Will Johnson, the 5-star corner from Grosse Pointe South, who recently cut his own list of nearly 30 offers down to a final 5. That list includes Ohio State, Arizona State, Oklahoma, USC, and Michigan, where his father, Deion Johnson, played in the early 1990s. The 6'2", 180-pound corner and wideout earned all region honors from the MHSFCA on offense this season. A day after they flipped one recruit from Division II Grand Valley, Central Michigan got another change of heart as Novi Detroit Catholic Central's Bruno Guberinic changed his commitment from the Lakers to the Chippewas. The 6'5", 280-pound lineman plays left tackle and defensive tackle for the Shamrocks, earning all region honors in Division I. He is rated as a 2-star prospect by 24/7 Sports. A day earlier, the Chippewas picked up a commitment from Essexville Garber two-way lineman Braden Swartow, as well as Romeo defensive end Michael Heldman, which we chronicled last week. Swartow is a 6'7", 275-pound 3-year starter at defensive end and offensive tackle who earned all conference honors on both sides of the ball and all region honors from the MHSFCA on the offensive line, playing alongside U of M commit Alex Van Sumeren. Before getting the CMU offer, Swartow had been committed to Michigan Tech and had offers from Saginaw Valley and Lawrence Tech. Don't feel too sorry for Matt Mitchell's staff at Grand Valley. The Lakers just loaded up on a few more. Port Huron athlete Niger Finney committed to GVSU last week, as did Rockford defensive back and wideout Luke McLean. A 5'11", 185-pounder, McLean is a 3-year starter at corner and wide receiver for the Rams, earning first-team all-region honors in football and all-conference honors in baseball as well. He chose the Lakers over 8 other offers, including Butler, Davenport, Hillsdale, and Findlay. In 4 games for Rockford this season, he broke up 5 passes, picked off another, recording 31 total tackles. The 6', 165-pound Finney helped Port Huron to an unbeaten record before the Big Red season ended in a district finals loss to Warren De La Salle. A 2-star prospect, Finney picked the Lakers over 5 other offers, including Morgan State, Eastern Illinois, and Butler. The Lakers weren't the only GLIAC squad hauling in commitments last week. Saginaw Valley wound up with pledges from Grand Blanc's all-region wideout/slot man Jonah Molesky, Corunna's king-size 6'7", 235-pound defensive end and tight end / wideout Nick Steinecker. Traverse City Central running back and strong safety Austin Bills, and Flint Beecher quarterback and safety Jacoby Sanders. That's the latest news from Michigan. I'm Lauren Plant. If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions, competitive cheer and dance, esports, women's hockey, and men's and women's track and field. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Checking in from Indiana, this is Scott Bernstein. After a whirlwind year-long recruiting process, Maryville senior wide receiver JoJo Johnson has committed to play his college football at Notre Dame. Fighting Irish head coach Brian Kelly now has 5 top-rated wideouts to plug into his passing attack of the future. Johnson shot up recruiting charts over the past 10 months, going from a Northern Illinois commitment to a Cincinnati commitment to finally nailing down a scholarship offer from the prestigious Golden Domers. Scouts love his route running, natural feel for his position, and big playability stretching the field. The sticky-handed, slick-footed 6-foot pass catcher snared 45 balls for 810 yards and 10 touchdowns for a 10-2 Maryville squad in 2020. He played for Hammond Morton the past 3 years before transferring to Maryville in the offseason. Notre Dame now has 23 commitments for its class of 21. Johnson is just the second in-state pledge for the Fighting Irish, though. The state's #1 recruit for the senior class, Avon offensive lineman Blake Fisher, committed back in the summer. Switching gears to the basketball floor, Homestead junior shooting guard Fletcher Lawyer committed to Purdue last week, giving Matt Painter an in-state gem for his class of 22. The 6'5" Lawyer got to Indiana over the summer via a family move from Michigan, where his dad once served as an interim head coach of the NBA's Detroit Pistons. Earlier this month, Lawyer cut his list of college scholarships down to a top 6 of Purdue, Notre Dame, Nebraska, Missouri, Michigan, and Utah. His dad, John, is a scout for the LA Clippers. His mom played volleyball at Indiana University in the 1990s. Lawyer played at Detroit suburban powerhouse Clarkston the past 2 years. He dropped in 25 points per night last season and shot 50% from three-point range. His big brother Foster is currently a point guard in the Big Ten at Michigan State and was Michigan's Mr. Basketball in 2018. With the younger Lawyer added to the lineup for 2021, Homestead should be a contender for a state crown. He's ready to team with Illinois signee Luke Goody on the perimeter to give Homestead a mighty fine 1-2 punch. From Indiana, this is Scott Bernstein.
Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices.
This is Ryan Van Dyke with State Champs. So we're going to wrap up the habits of highly recruited athletes, all right, with a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and it's being grateful, all right, being grateful for the gifts the good Lord bestowed upon us, all right, giving us the opportunity to be able to do what we do, to be able to appreciate just the moments, you know, the good and bad. I mean, there's a lot of teaching moments and some bad things that happen, be it injuries, be it, you know, you're losing games, and there's a lot of hardships in life, you know, that happen, right? And it's out of your control. But having this moment this is such a quick moment in your life, is your childhood, teenage years of playing football or you know, whatever sport with all your friends. It's not going to be here forever, and those relationships as you get older change. All right, so to embrace the opportunity to be able to have fun and play a sport. Being grateful for what your parents have done for you, you know, financially and logistically to get you to the spots that you need to get to be better. All right. And I find that when I meet somebody like that, all right, and they say, man, it's nice to meet you, or, you know, they're wanting to know people's names and, you know, what they're from and who they're about. Those things go a long way in life, you know, not to mention sports. So having an attitude of gratitude is very important for me, because I think that that type of person is rooted into the right things. Next week, we're gonna get into social media, and if a mistake happens, what do you do? This is Ryan Van Dyke, State Champs Network.
This is Alan True with your look at recruiting news from the state of Ohio. Alter's Aiden Plate has received an offer from the Air Force Academy. A 6'2", 195-pound senior safety, Plate was a first-team all-conference selection this season after recording 79 tackles and 4 interceptions. He was able to visit Air Force in March and also has offers from Dayton and Butler. In addition to his outstanding career on the field at Alter, Plate maintains a 4.3 GPA academically. Lakewood St. Edward's C.J. Hankins has given his commitment to Brown. The senior linebacker heads to the Ivy League after a prolific career that included a school record 303 tackles, with 114 of those coming as a senior, 39 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, and 2 interceptions. At one time, Hankins was committed to Georgetown, but reopened his recruitment after the Bears showed interest. Cincinnati St. Xavier offensive lineman Brian Parker, a 6'5" junior, received an offer from one of the hottest teams in the country, the Liberty Flames. Parker now adds them to an offer list that already included Eastern Michigan, Bowling Green, Princeton, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Akron, Toledo, and Pittsburgh. Parker helped his team win a state title this season, also plays lacrosse, and is a strong student with a 4.02 GPA. One commitment that happened on the diamond this fall was Hamilton-Baden's Jimmy Nugent, junior catcher, giving his verbal to Penn State. The 6'2" Nugent is ranked by Prep Baseball Report as the number 4 catcher in the state in his class. A team captain, Nugent carries a 3.7 GPA and plans to study astronomy in college. That's it for recruiting news this week. I'm Alan True.
Our football state finals shows are now up in 2 of the 3 states. Both the Ohio Final Show and the Indiana State Final Show is up now. You can watch it on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, or by downloading our free State Champs Sports app. The Michigan Football Final Show is going to be a while. The season is due to pick back up in the Wolverine State the week of December 15th. We are expecting state finals the Monday and Tuesday following Christmas. Have a great one. We'll see you next week. State Champs Scout Show is proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare.